The Sunday school lessons for May 5th, 2024 are Justified by Faith and No Need to Boast. Romans chapter 3, verses 21 through 30. This is an audio reading of the lesson and lesson summary. Verse 21. But now, apart from the law, the righteousness of God has been made known, to which the law and the prophets testify. Verses 22 through 24. This righteousness is given through faith in Jesus Christ to all who believe. There is no difference between Jew and Gentile, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, and all are justified freely by his grace through the redemption that came by Christ Jesus. Verses 25 through 26. God presented Christ as a sacrifice of atonement through the shedding of his blood to be received by faith. He did this to demonstrate his righteousness, because in his forbearance he had left the sins committed beforehand unpunished. He did it to demonstrate his righteousness at the present time, so as to be just and the one who justifies those who have faith in Jesus. Verses 27 through 28. Where then is boasting? It is excluded. Because of what law? The law that requires works? No, because of the law that requires faith. For we maintain that a person is justified by faith apart from the works of the law. Verses 29 through 30. Or is God the God of Jews only? Is he not the God of Gentiles too? Yes, of Gentiles too, since there is only one God who will justify the circumcised by faith and the uncircumcised through that same faith. A brief summary. Paul's argument reached a climax. The Jews could not be righteous by keeping the law they had. The Gentiles could not be righteous by keeping the law they sensed. So God arranged for salvation apart from law keeping. This term is similar to a verb meaning bereaved, separated by death. This righteousness came when the sin of both Jew and Gentile was paid for, because Jesus substituted his sinless life for the life of the sinner. God's justice remained intact because the price for sin was paid. Sin was not written off. The debt was paid in full. Since salvation is a gift, neither Jew nor Gentile could brag about earning it. Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 through 9. The righteousness that merited salvation is separate from personal law keeping. But since the price of sin was paid by one who did keep the law was not thrown out. In fact, it was kept perfectly. Thank you so much for listening and watching this video. Join me soon for the next backstory and more. May God bless and stay safe.